This is my Trade Wind Scrappers mini trade. It goes to Mary McReynolds for the month of September. I've used zip ties or utility ties to bind it. I've put fibers all along the utility ties, and I do put eyelets on every page to maintain the integrity of the pages as they're being used and created. This is a lollipop flower that I created out of acetate. The base of the flower I've created using a doily, and it's a method that Laura Della Rosa has a tutorial on YouTube for that. This is one of my mini books that I like to attach to each of my minis. These are buttons for my mother's button box, and I put a little bling on the inside. This is chipboard that I inked up, and then I used clear embossing powder, put a little piece of bling on the inside of that. This is a fragment that I've used Crystal Effects and attached a vintage picture to the back of it, and then I use StazOn to edge the fragment to make it pop out a little bit. This is an envelope pocket album. I learned to make these envelope pockets using a tutorial by Marion Smith, A Piece of Craft. This first page opens up, and I have a little Gibson girl on this page. This flower, I used Velma's technique for that little prima flower. I added a little bling to it. On the inside of this page, then you have a photo or corners that you can put photos, attach photos, or journaling pages. This is an embellishment that I've attached to this page, and you can tuck anything you'd like underneath that. This is a tag with a little heart paper clip, oversized heart paper clip that you can tuck little things under on that. This is a page that you can use the back and tuck little things under that. I've tried to give this album a little bit of a vintage look. On this page you have 3 little slots for tags, and these are the tags I created for each of those slots. This is embossed, an embossed flourish, and this is a photo corner that you can tuck anything you'd like in that. And that goes in the first little slot. And then the second slot, we have another tag on tag look. This is a little photo corner, and I've embossed another stamp on that page. And you can tuck anything you'd like in that little corner. And that goes in the second little slot. And this is the piece, the little third slot. This is a tag on tag, another little photo corner, and I've embossed there. Just as a matter of interest, this is a page I copied from one of my favorite books, Gone with the Wind, and I used that in that little corner. This is actually the closure for a piece of jewelry. I got these on sale when we had a Joann Fabrics going out of business moving sale in our town. I made this acetate tag. This is a little tag I got from the dollar store, and I used my embossing buddy to remove the adhesive on the back, and then I used StazOn to stamp an image on that, and I used StazOn to stamp the image and distress the edge of this acetate, and that just slips right there in that little corner. And then on the back, I've embossed a little stamp on that end, and these prima flowers, I used Velma's technique on those flowers, and I've just attached this little ribbon to the top, and that's that little tag for that page. And then on the back of that page, I've created a corner using acetate. This is a vintage ad, and I've distressed it. I printed it out and distressed it and added interest to that page. And this is a tag that I've used on that page, tucked in that little acetate corner. And again, the ink that I've used on this is StazOn ink. I got a book of chipboard pieces in a top note kind of a shape, and this was supposed to be for mini album, but I use each of them individually in my albums. This has a little photo corner that you can tuck whatever you'd like into, and I made this tag for that page and tucked it right in that little photo corner. And when you turn it over, this is the tag that I created for the back of that page, and you tuck it right in there. And this is grunge board, Tim Holtz grunge board, that I have embossed These are the little latches or hinges, and this is the little keyhole, and when you open this up, then you can put some pictures in there. And this is the tag I created for that page. This is another little vintage label that I got, and this is an acetate tag that I made, and I used the same technique. I took my embossing buddy and took the adhesive off of that, and then this is a rub-on, and this is a little rub-on. I used StazOn to stamp the images on the acetate, and that little tag tucks right in there. And on this side, this is grunge board that I used StazOn, and I had a lot of little bling on that, a couple little, the look of that tag on tag. And this is another photo corner, and this is the tag that I created for that little page. This says Imagination, and that tucks in that corner, or that tucks in that pocket. And then on the back, we have another page with a vintage ad. This is a Singer sewing machine ad, and I've used that same technique on this little tag. Oh, no, that's the tag that goes inside that. That's for the acetate tag. And this tag has a little lollipop flower made out of acetate that I inked up, and then you use a heat gun to make that. And that's the back of that tag. That tucks right in there. This page is, I used the template and made the acetate for the bottom of that little pocket, and the tag that goes in there. This is a little photo corner that you can tuck whatever you need to in. On the back, again, I used alcohol inks and StazOn inks to create the color on that acetate. And this is the tag for that pocket. Again, here's a little photo corner. You can tuck whatever you'd like in there. Another page from that K & Company Top Note chipboard, and a little photo corner for that you can tuck whatever in. And this is the tag I made for that page, tucked right in that little photo corner. And the back of that is a little photo corner. You tuck that little tag in there, and that's the tag for that. And on this page, this ribbon gets, tied up in a little bow, but you can stick whatever you want underneath there. And on the inside, this offers the opportunity to stick little pictures under there, and then when you're done, you just tie that ribbon back up for that book, for that page of that book. Just make a cute little bow there. I can draw it through. I'll do that later. And then here's the tag. And again, this is from the Que Sera Sera collection, and I made a corner out of that. And the tag that tucks in there. And on the back, again, this is a piece of acetate, and I used an embellishment from Que Sera Sera collection, attached it to that. And here is that look and that tag. And that tucks in that little envelope. Again, this is one of those jewelry closure pieces that I got when our Joann's was moving, and they had a sale, and so I purchased a bunch of little jewelry charms and the like, and I use them on my books. Tuck him in there. And then the back of this page, I've used cardstock and a little piece of Que Sera Sera paper that are K & Company collection, maybe not Que Sera Sera. And this is another lollipop flower that I've made out of acetate. Again, the tag on tag, look, that tucks right in there. And there's another little Gibson girl. And here's my little folio. This is these are Prima flowers that I've used the Velma's technique on. This is chipboard that I've inked up, and I put a little bling on that. I created this little pocket for the folio, and I have a little charm, a little tiny safety pin that I put this charm in. I love this little book plate with this little vintage picture of the Eiffel Tower as it was on a postcard. And again, on the inside, you have the opportunity for pictures, and I've distressed the back. You can leave it as it is or add journaling. And this little square or rectangular paper clip then closes it, and it tucks in this little pocket. I sure hope Mary McReynolds likes her Trade Wind Scrappers September Trade album. Thanks for watching.